you see the nice progression here of just you multiply everything by 2 and it works out. The kind of questions I'm going to ask you with this is I may ask you, they're just simple stuff of how many, starting at the simplest, like how many half notes are in a whole note, and your answer would be 2 half notes. Or how many eighth notes are in 2/4 notes? It would be 4. Now, I might also try to trick you up a little bit and say how many eighth notes are in a half note. So you just got to follow this graph down, and you've got a half note. So just follow all of these lines down, and you see that there are 4 eighth notes in a half note. You can also say there's 2/4 notes in a half note, and there's 2 eighth notes in a quarter note. So 2 eighth notes times 2/4 notes equals 4 eighth notes that are in a half note. Used yet? So that's the basic side of things. I won't get too tricky on that. The last thing that I would like you guys to understand before I turn you loose on your worksheet is the effect of dots on rhythms. I'm going to try and keep the subdivision tree on there because we're going to use it to help us a little bit. So if you add a dot to any note, notice this is not a staccato dot. This is a rhythmic dot. So this goes right next to the note. If I make it a dotted quarter note, it would look like that. Not the best representation. Sorry, it would look like that. Notice if I put a dot down here, that means that it's staccato. That's not what we want. So we've got a dot, and that means that whatever rhythmic value has that dot on it is going to be 1 1/2 of the original note. So, thinking about this, let's put it in context. So, longest one we've got is normally a dotted half note. So, what that is think about 1 1/2. So we know we're going to have 1, which is a half note, and then you're going to add to it when you're counting half of a half note, which you can go up here. You've got half the half note is a quarter note, or if we are in 4/4 time, which is what we're going to stick with, equals 3 beats. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Going another level down, let's go ahead and dot a quarter note. A quarter note, put a dot on it. No, that is not the actual spell for class. You got a dotted quarter note. That means you're going to take a quarter note, and then you're going to add half a quarter note to it, which is, take your quarter note here, add half a quarter note. Half a quarter note is an eighth note, which means if you put all this together, there are 3 eighth notes within this. You got 2 with the quarter note, plus an extra. So you're going to subdivide 3 little beats in 4/4 time. There's plenty of times. Think about different rhythms you have in anything that we're playing in 3/4. So 6th graders, that would be Moonlight. The first violins have got that rhythm that's bottom, bottom. That's got a dot in it. Or ba ba da da da. That's got a dot in it. 7th graders, you guys have got dots in the beginning of 1812 and beyond. 8th graders, you guys have got the same thing in various parts of Lincolnshire, where I may call out 1, 2, 3, and what I'm trying to get you to do is subdivide the eighth notes within it. So there will be some interesting musical puzzles putting this together. So this is actually 1 1/2 beats, if you will, if we're in 4/4 time, or 3 eighth notes. That's all I've got for you. So your assignment for the rest of the class is you're going to pick up one of the rhythmic worksheets from the substitute, and there's a tonal side, and then there's a rhythmic side. Once you're done with both of those, grab one of the interpretation assignments. It's just like we did first semester. I want each of you to, for at least one of our pieces, if you've got time, you can do multiple. You've got tomorrow to work on this stuff as well. Do all your music, do one of them. I want you guys to create a visual representation of what we hear, or for those of you who'd like to write more than draw. If you want to write a story to go along with the music, that would be just as good. So all of this, which is We'll add it to the bottom of the notes here just so that we know. I need the rhythmic worksheet, or not the theory worksheet, plus the creative assignment. In your respective drawer by the end of class on Friday. You have plenty of time to do this, so it needs to be in there by the end of class Friday. You shouldn't need any time over the weekend. So, if you guys have any specific questions, I obviously am not there to answer them, but if it's about anything and you can wait a little bit, go ahead and send me an email, and I will be checking it every now and then, and I will hopefully be able to get you an answer. Thanks, guys, and be good.